Do you remember Redwall? And when I say Redwall, I mean the books and the TV show. I can't remember when I first got introduced to Redwall, but I do remember that I had a hard time getting into the books. And the reason for that was, for the very first time, I couldn't picture the characters in my head when I was reading a book. Every other book I've read, I've been able to imagine the world and the characters just fine. Redwall was the first series where I couldn't picture the characters. Whenever a character was described, all I saw was a tiny little animal in the palm of my hand. I couldn't actually picture them as they were described in the book. Except for Lord Brocktree. The artwork on the cover spoke to my soul and my imagination. Lord Brocktree was the first Redwall book I read all the way through and finished. It should be noted that I could only picture Lord Brocktree in my head the whole book. Everyone else was just a voice. Until I watched the show. I fell in love instantly. And the show helped me read the books, because it gave me a better idea of what characters are supposed to look like. So what I see in my head when I read the books now is influenced by the show, but it's still very distinct and different. After watching the first season of Redwall, I finally finished the Redwall book. And both are amazing. Probably because Brian Jacques consulted the whole time on the TV show. You know how you're not supposed to judge a book by its cover? Well, that was really easy with Redwall because all the covers are epic. They're absolutely incredible artwork done on all the books. My two favorite books from the Redwall series are Lord Brocktree and Tagarung. Lord Brocktree, first Redwall book I actually finished. And it's probably why badgers are my favorite animal from the Redwall series. If I was a badger, I would want an axe or a mallet. Just a big wooden mallet to swing around. Also, you gotta love Skittles or Skickles. Chop 'em your tail off with big sword. Oh man. That's one of my favorite books. Tagarung. It's hard not to love otters. Everyone I've met who has read Redwall, or any part of the series, has their favorite animal. Mice, rats, badgers, snakes, birds, hares, hedgehogs, and there are quite a few who say otters. But even the ones who don't list otters as their favorite really like otters. It reminds me of elves from Lord of the Rings. It's hard not to like elves, and Tagarung is just a fun story. Let's talk the TV show for just a moment. One of the best TV soundtracks ever. You know exactly what you're watching when you hear it, and it immediately whisks you away to a magical world in seconds. I immediately think Redwall Abbey and the forest, Mossflower Woods. I love the soundtrack. I love the animation style. Not sure on what style you'd call it, but it's one of my favorites. And the cast for this show did an incredible job. Two of my favorite voices have to be Basil and Martin the Warrior.
At your service, expert scout, hind-leg fighter, wilderness guide, and camouflage expert.
Martin the Warrior sleeps, but in the riddle sea, Matthias, I am that is.
Basil's is just this really fun, distinct. Every time I read a hare in any of the Redwall books, it's a variation of Basil's voice. That's how I read it. And then Martin the Warrior, just an epic voice, just epic. This show does a wonderful job of world building, introducing things every episode. The character growth as the episodes go on is awesome. They're learning and growing and failing and overcoming. The show makes you feel good and amazing.
Redwall! Give him blood and vinegar!
We'll guide him to the captain's barn. All those in favor?
Aye!
Motion carried.
Makes you feel sad and heartbroken.
I'm proud of you. A true warrior does not strike his enemy when he is fallen. You have far to go to find your destiny.
Goes him!
Hugo, me old lad. What did they do to you?
But it always brings you back to the important things. Family and friends, hard work, and good rest. Finding joy in the simple goodness that abounds in everyone.
Please be sure to visit us. If ever you are passing Redwall, the roses have bloomed early this season.
Thanks for watching. Hope you have a wonderful week. Thanks for stopping by.